which is 2 turtle doves, or in my case, a sewing day with a mate. Tristan has just gone, and Rachel, they have gone shopping. Today's plan is to do some more of that little quilt, but as I said yesterday, I'm going to have a sewing day at Rachel's, so I've packed up my little Benina. There she is. You might just see whom I'm watching on. Oh, you won't. I've just got Ruan on in the background. I'm just catching up on a few vlogs as I do the last bit of tidying. So I've got my Benina, little Benina there ready to go. And behind that I've got a bag with fabric in it. And I've just got to put in, this is the tin that contains the bits for the 12 Days of Christmas quilt. It's going to become a quilt at Christmas, isn't it, at this rate? And the last thing I need to do, so that's all there. In the hall I have got, oh look, somebody's ready to go. And in the hall I've got a change of trousers and the dog coats. Not the dog coats, the dog towels. So I shall say goodbye for now and I'll catch you at Rachel's. Here I am, Boxing Day. I've got to Rachel's, having loaded up my dishwasher. And we are just, what river are we near? The Aire, that's it. And it's the best dog walking area that I know of because it is so safe for the dogs. And all 3 of them are here. Here's Rachel. Are you there? Hello. Here she is. All full of cold. Yeah. Trying to... fresh air does help though, doesn't it, Rachel? It does. It does. Ooh. It does. I'm slipping all over the place and I've got my walking boots on. Yeah, it is. Right, I'll switch you around so you can see the dogs because they are absolutely loving it up. I will say that mine did have coats on. I've got them just here. And it's just not really worth it because Maggie managed to get hers undone. And Poppy, well, I don't know what Poppy was doing with hers. But they are absolutely loving it. There they go. We must tell you what happened yesterday. Tristan met Piper and he didn't quite get his name right and he started whistling the Peppa Pig tune and we thought, why are you whistling Peppa Pig? And in the end I said, Tristan, why are you whistling Peppa Pig? Well, for Peppa. And I said, what do you mean for Peppa? For Peppa the dog. And I said, he's called Piper. Go on then, Maggie, down you go. Come on, you're desperate to go, I can tell. Go on then, down you go.
Before you get that annoying brute off me. Piper, just leave her.
Go on then, down you go.
The only way you'll get away from him, Maggie, if you go for a swim. He won't follow you down there.
That's a wind turbine, Maggie. Go on, in you go, young lady. Come on, down you come. Come on, through you come. Poppy, it's only water. Come on. Wuss. There goes her boyfriend. Here she comes. Here she comes. Right, Rachel. Woo! I'm thinking she's going to do it. Should do it this bit here.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh!
Has she done it? Yeah.
No, we missed that. She leapt across it.
Come on, you 3. Back this way.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me not 2 turtle doves, but a sewing room made for 2. She's threading her overlocker. Right. Martin's making hot chocolate. Isaac's wrapping presents. And we are sewing. Just behaving herself. I've got to make an awful lot of these. So I'm going to see how many I can run up today. I think that's all I might do today. Then take them finished to Simon's tomorrow and sew them up when I get to Simon's.
What are you making?
I am making, that's a good question, I am making a Bonnie Hunter scrap quilt. And it is called, hold on a minute, I've got everything. I've even had to get a pencil to mark the book because I don't like marking books. I've got really good bookmarks, bits of fabric scraps. It is called, hold on a minute, a Carolina chain. Now there is a reason I've chosen the Carolina chain, and it's because I have been to South Carolina 3 times and I absolutely adore it, so I thought it'd be a good memory to use with my scraps, and it's the scraps from my mask making. So I'm going to move the camera if I can and pop you onto time lapse and see what I can record for you. Oh, I've actually got the little bit that I'd done. This is the previous bit that I'd done when I started it before, and obviously I'm working ahead this way with pinks and reds and things. So I think I've pulled out pinks, reds and oranges. I said to Rachel, I've not brought any scissors. So have you got piper? Something. My two are in the car. We fancied some peas and coffee. So, hi guys, this is what Christmas is all about. It's about friendship, it's about companionship, it's about sharing, it's about laughing. It's just fantastic. I am still here in Rachel's sewing room. We've just dispatched Martin to do an aerial check on Poppy and Maggie, who are in the boot of the car. And I'm going to say, have you got yours, Rachel? Happy Boxing Day on my 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah. Happy Boxing Day, everybody.
Day.
Cheers.
And on the 2nd day of Christmas, oh, true love gave to me a sewing day with a friend. Woo!
With a partridge
In a pear tree. Woo! So I'm going to turn the camera around because I am just being allowed to see. Am I allowed to see what she's called? Who am I having a look at? What's she called? Your sewing machine.
Bridget.
Bridget the Benina. Oh, on the way past, you'll see Bernie. Not Bernie.
Oh.
Beauty. Here she goes. There
She's
she
here.
goes. Hello, Bridget.
Hello, Bridget.
Oh my gosh, she's so much bigger than mine. They didn't do the 4 series when I bought mine. Oh, you can definitely see that deeper throat. This deeper throat makes a huge difference when you're using a machine. I did notice that Jean's...
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
She wasn't asked her opinion. So this deep throat area here on the machine is really important. Little Beauty here has only got her own small throat. This one's much better, and it'll allow for more manoeuvrability. And again, it's got the fantastic small free arm, and you can get a cuff around that, Rachel. If you ever did a cuff,
Yeah.
you can slide your sleeve onto that, and that, yes, a similar size to mine. And I think you're going to make your next project on it, is that right?
I am, absolutely. It's
Right.
going to be a shirt for Martin.
So I'm going to put my camera onto time lapse, and you can see 2 people having a little work, because this is it. This, the 2nd day of Christmas is 2 people sewing the sewing. Loads of pieces for the quilt using Rachel's rotary cutter, which is what I was just doing on time lapse. And then I thought I'd actually sew some together for you. So it's really, really straightforward quilt. You need 5 squares and 2 triangles. 2 triangles. So I think I've put things out, but I don't quite think I've got them right just yet. So then we throw, so it's 2 with a square and a triangle. So square and a rectangle. Did I say triangle? Square and a rectangle. Oh my gosh, am I getting too tired tonight? Square and a rectangle. And the predominant colour for this particular square is the squirrels, the darker one. So I need 2 squirrel squares. And I need a berry square. So it is actually 3 of one square, and on the other colour it's 2 rectangles and 2 squares. And you literally just join the squares together with the predominant square colour, which is for me the berries, and this one goes in the middle. Now in this tin I have got some pins. I brought one pin out, should have brought more than one pin out. There we go. I'd like to try and think I could join some together, Rachel, fairly soon. It's much more fun when you start joining them together and it starts to grow.
Yeah, and you can't start seeing.
You can start to see it grow, can't you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold out the seam allowance. So just let me do that, then I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to fold the seam allowance flat, and then I'm not ironing them. If I had the time I would iron them, but you can just manage this way. So finger press and lay the seam one on top of the other, like so, and then if you use a pin, you can pin through the seam, like so, and you need to make certain that your seams are lined up, like so, and then you go through like that, and that will help you get your squares lined up. So what you need to do when you're putting these together is you have to make certain you have a diagonal line of your predominant square going through the middle. So now I'm going to open this one out, and you can see that I've got triangle to triangle, and look at that join in the middle there. Do you think of that join there, Rachel? Square there? Perfect. Alright, then when you come to do the next one, which is this bottom one here, it goes on to create that diagonal. And it is important to remember this is a scrap quilt, and although I'm doing them to match at the moment, it'll be interesting to see what happens when the colours start to run out. So I thought, even if I can't sew at my brother's, because obviously I'm going down to see him, I will be able to continue to vlog, and I can at least put the blocks together to see what the colours are going to be like and start to play around with colours. So there's another one, and I have to do 156 of these. So I'm going to stop you for now, and I will catch you later when I get home. Now I've laid out what I've got done so far for this little quilt. And I really love the striking orange, but obviously it doesn't sit there. And this is, you can see I'm on this bit here at the top. Let me see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. So this bit here in the book, that took the quilt there that I've already done. So I'm now working down onto the next row. And it's this next row here that I'm working on, and I've got to try and get the colours right. But before I go on to oranges, I think I need some more pinks into the work at the moment. Now, looking at my box of squares prepped, I have a nice selection of pinks. Ooh, take it up there. Underneath here, we have pale pinks, and lots of lovely shades of pink that will look lovely to bring everything further forward. And if I haven't got the right shade of pink to move forward, I can always get some more. What I need to do is to stop trying to do everything in the same colourway. So the alternative here would be, just a minute, that they go to the side, and that you start to look at this going here, like so, and that goes across as an option, and that looks better because it looks better with that deeper. But I've got some other pinks I could use, and I need to start using the occasional odd square because I've got an odd square there. I've had a lovely day for the second day of Christmas. I do hope you've had the most amazing Boxing Day too, with family and friends, and you've enjoyed their company and you've enjoyed some lovely food. Whether it's food, whether it was a walk, it's the company that matters. So for now, I'm going to sign off for the second day of Christmas, and I will catch you somewhere on the A1 tomorrow morning as I'm driving down south to see my brother. All being well, we will have day 3 and day 4. Day 4 might come up late, come up early on day 5, and I might put day 3 with it. It just depends what I can get done when I get to my brother's house. But as I've said before, he isn't 100% and I must put him first. So for now, I shall say goodbye and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye bye.